already cut out some landing gear pieces with paper, and now I bent some wire to the right shape, and all we're going to do is pop them right in. So I add a little super glue, thick super glue, and then very carefully drop these in. And this isn't as per the plans, by the way. This is something I'm just doing because I find adding the wire really does help. So I'm positioning it so I can still put my axle in later so that the wire won't interfere with that. Put that in, bam. Then I put white glue on the other side and then just sandwich it on top. And it just gets squished on. And you'll see that what I end up doing is kind of pushing down a little bit, making sure it lines up as best as possible. It's amazing how well it does line up. Again, this model is very well designed by the individual. But you kind of squish it like that. The paper is kind of wet because with the glue, and it folds around. And it makes a very convincing piece of landing gear. It looks rather scale, in my opinion. And it'll be nice and strong. The ends are protruding because that's where it's going to fit into the fuselage. I took it and looked at it and kind of pinched edges with some tweezers just to make sure they're a little more obviously solid. Then I put a little silver on the ends and where the axle is going to go. I cut off my wire a bit because the wire was a little bit excess, a little too much. Just made it more difficult to deal with. And then here I'm just test fitting. So I put little holes just with the same kind of wire where they're supposed to go in the fuselage. And you can see that they fit right in. They just plug in. So later, you just glue them in place. But I'm just testing them to see how they look, and dang, it looks really nice. It looks like the real McCoy. So pretty pleased. Now, you want to make the axle, and it's going to have a piece of wire in it, but you want to roll this piece. This is cut off. I sanded it so it's a little bit smoother, or thinner, I mean. Now, how big of a diameter do you need? Well, you measure that part, which would be the circumference of the little circle as you roll it. And then you have to do a little bit of math. So, you can see I tested it up on top. But the circumference is equal to pi d, or pi r squared, 2r. But the circumference is that measure right there, because it'll roll all the way around. So my circumference, in my case, when I measured it, was 7.66 millimeters. Pi, of course, 3.14, and d. So you're looking for d. You're looking for the diameter of the tube you're going to wrap the paper around to make it the right size. So you divide your 7.6 by pi, and in my case, I got 2.4 millimeters. So you just find a piece of wire that has that diameter. I find that the thickness of the paper really doesn't matter too much. So I'm just writing here, that's the diameter of the rod to roll the paper axle around. And I had to ask my wife how to spell axle. I'm asking her right now. I take a guess, and then she tells me. And of course I screw up. Axle. And that is going to allow you to find which one you need. And that one is close but shy, so I took a little bit of packing tape and wrapped it around just to make the diameter thicker and get it close. I cut a piece of plastic out of a piece of paper bag, a plastic bag. I attached it with some tape, like so. And then you take your little piece of wire, and I have that curl on there on purpose, it gives me a handle, and you slide that piece in underneath the wire and in the piece of plastic, and then you basically hold the plastic with your fingers, kind of make it tight, and you start rolling this thing. And as you're holding and pushing tight, you'll see the little white edge come around. It looks pretty dang even. And you just keep rolling. And what this is going to do, as long as you keep that plastic tight, this is going to give you a nice uniform tube. This is the only way I found that I can make this work. Some people can do it by hand. I cannot. So what you do is you add a little water to that. I'm spitting on it. I'm putting a little bit of saliva on that, but normal people would use water and a brush. And you slide it in, same way. Just did. This is actually a different piece, but it shows you the idea. Just making sure that it's in there and looking good. And then you start rolling and pulling on the plastic. It takes a couple times usually to make sure you've got it coming around even, because it tends to sort of go crooked, but this guy's look good. So I just roll that puppy together like that, and you just keep rolling it, and then you roll that plastic around it multiple times to make it nice and tight. And then you set it aside to dry. I let it dry overnight, actually, with water, so when it's wet. And then when you pull it apart, you have a piece that basically is pre-formed, and the glue or whatever, you can put it together very, very easily. And no crimps, no pain. This works great for things like oleo struts and stuff. So that's all you do. Let that aside and let it dry. So there's what the axle looks like in between the landing gear. And again, there's wire inside that axle. I put it in there, and that just slides in, and we'll end up gluing it in place pretty soon. Now I had really bad camera stuff on here. What I'm doing is taking the paper, rolled paper that fit perfectly, and sticking a piece of rod into it and just gluing it down. I'm putting little dabs of glue on the ends of my landing gear on one side, and I'm just popping it right into the fuselage. Again, the camera works terrible because my little camera wasn't angled right, so I missed a bunch of stuff. Most of you look at my stomach. So these are the pieces I salvaged that give you the idea. Making sure everything is straight and true. Again, you can't see anything, but that's where the axle is going to go. Put a little super glue on the other side and add that just like you did before. Excuse me. Making sure that you just pop that in. This is, you can't see, but I'm sliding the axle in, and then I'm trying desperately, though you can't see it, to slide the axle on the other side. I kind of spread the landing gear a little bit and then twisted it. You see my fingers starting to twist around back and forth till I get it into a hole, and there it is. Looks pretty good, I have to say, even though you can't see it. Then to make sure the axle's in there, a little dab of glue on either side, and the axle is then locked in place.